Today we're looking at a lightsaber, but what is it? Whose is it? Is it worth the money? Where did I get it from? And should you buy one too? Stay tuned. We're going to delve into those questions and we're going to give you the answers.
Moss Eisley Spaceport. You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Good afternoon, Rebels, and welcome back to another episode. So today we're looking at Shin Hati's lightsaber. Not just any version of it. This one is Theory Sabers. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the saber and we're going to decide whether it's worth your money, whether it's worth investing in, what it does, what it doesn't do. I'm not going to go too in depth on all the features, all the nuances of it and how you control everything. The only reason being, there's been a million videos done about that already. But also, if you go on Theory's website, he's already done it all. There's some fantastic videos for you to look at on there. I will put them up here now as I'm chatting. I'll show you a little look at the website, and we'll scroll down and you can see on there that there's videos, there's instructions, there's details, there's all sorts. You might as well go on there and look how to do it yourself. I'll do a little bit as I'm demoing the hilt, and we're looking at the various things it does. This though is different in the sense that I've not seen anyone else talk about this feature that I'm going to talk about today. People obviously know it does it, but no one's brought it up in a video. So if you want to know what that is, stick around to the end, because there's a nice little surprise with this. Okay, so who's Shin Hati? Well, she's not a Jedi, she's not a Sith, she's something between. She's the protege of Balon Skull. She wears a Padawan braid, so that gives a little bit of an insight of what she's like and who she is. She's from the Ahsoka series. She's, as I say, the Padawan for, or apprentice to Balon Skull, who, what a character he was. We've also got his saber that we'll have a look at briefly in this video, but it's going to have his own dedicated video. There's a reason I'm doing that. So Theory Sabers is the name on this hilt. You may or may not know, but Theory doesn't actually make these. These are made by a company in China who also makes the Balon Skull one that I bought. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later, but for now we'll take a look at the lightsaber hilt and we'll discuss what it does and how it does it. Okay, so why did I go with this one? Well, this is a really nice clean hilt. I'm normally into sort of weathered stuff really. I think it adds character, but in the series she had this clean hilt. It's beautiful, it's really nice. It's a nice stainless, or I think it's stainless. It's got a rubberized plasticky grip, but it feels nice in the hand. It's weighted. There's a knurled metal ring just below the handguard. It's very reminiscent of a sword, but Balon's is the same. It has her signature spikes at the end of the where the emitter is. It comes with a plug in it. You use the retention screw, you take that out, you put your blade in. Now I went with the RGB, reason being price. So this entire channel is about saving money or collecting on a budget. Most of the stuff you see here is under £200. So $230, $240. Reason being, to me, that in my head is budget, and that's budget collecting. Anything above that, now I'm not going to say there isn't stuff above that in here, there is. But when I'm looking at helmets and hilts, which is my main thing, it's sub £200. This was purchased on offer when they first came out, when Theory first launched his website. UK, I paid shipped, I think it was around £160, which I thought was really good for what it was worth. The next ones up were, You know, you're talking profi boards and stuff like that, which is way above my head. I'm never going to add my own fonts onto it. This was perfect. It sits on my shelves or sits on the display. I can get it off and have a play with it. I don't need it to be super bright. It's got enough sound fonts on it that I'll ever use. It's got music, it's got all sorts. But as I said earlier, there's a little twist. There's a little extra with this one. Well, with all of the Theory Sabers that not many people talk about. Okay, so what do you get with your purchase? Well, first off, you get these collector boxes by Theory. They're really nice, actually. Now, it's a bit of a waste on me. I'm one of these people that sticks my boxes in the loft or the attic or whatever you want to call it. So they never see. Once I've opened it, they get chucked out the way into darkness and never get seen again. I will insert here now what you get in the box. But like I say, it's a really nice box in the sense that it's are they collector's boxes? I'm not so sure, but it looks nice. It looks smart. It's got Arabish on it. You get a stand, a plaque. Again, I'll never use these. I have my own display, and I have a guy that does the plaques for me. So I use my own. The only reason being is it all stays uniform and stays together, stays looking the same. You get the charging cable instructions, but again, I would recommend going on Theory's website because the instructions and details on there are fantastic. It's been really well put together. The charging cable, the soundboard and everything's already in the lightsaber. You get a blade plug, and various grub screws. Now, I actually did have an issue with mine. The loop at the end unscrews. When mine arrived, it was all dented. This A looked terrible, but B wasn't what I expected. I think it got damaged. It looked like it got damaged at factory. It looked like it had been dropped on its end when they were packing it, or someone dropped it on the end when they were packing it. I'll insert a picture here or a little clip here of how it looked. Theory's brilliant, or Theory Sabers were brilliant. I sent them some pictures straight away, literally opened the box, saw it, sent them some pictures, sent them some details, and within 5 to 7 days, the factory in China had sent me a new replacement part. No questions asked, nothing. I can't praise the customer service enough. It was fantastic. It was really good. They could have easily have said I'd caused the damage. I mean, I genuinely hadn't, but they could have said I caused the damage and refused to do it. But they didn't. They were brilliant. They spoke to factory, came back to me, updated me, and then within, I think, about an hour of me getting an email off the guys at Theory, I had an email off the factory saying the part had been shipped. I think it was like 5 days, 7 days max. I had the part. It was brilliant customer service. I couldn't ask for more. Now, I said earlier there was a little bit about these. So these sabers are actually made. So Theory drop ships these. Some people don't mind that. Some people hate that. I've seen videos where people have gone mad and slagged the company off. I've seen videos where people don't care. I'm in the don't care camp, and I'll tell you why. This particular hilt on the manufacturer's website is roughly the same money. Okay, Theory charges £20 to £60 more, I can't remember. Is that extra money worth it? Some will say no. I'm torn. I'm in between. If I can save money, I will do. Because like I say, the channel's all about budget collecting. The box, for example, I would rather save 20, 30 quid and get a plain box with nothing in it. That's just me. However, the issue I had with the hilt was resolved like that, with no problems. I had that confidence and that backing through buying it through Theory. Would I have had that same experience dealing with the factory direct like I have with the Bale and Skull? I'm not so sure. It would be easy for them based in China to say, tough, we're not doing it. So is that extra money you pay worth the knowledge that the customer service is brilliant and has your back should anything go wrong? I can't answer that. It's personal opinion. It's entirely up to you, the purchaser. To me, in this particular instance, it was worth it because I saved a lot of heartache getting it resolved swiftly. Bale and Skull, on the other hand, I bought direct, and the reason being I bought direct is it was around £100 cheaper buying it from the factory than it was through Theory. And the reason being, I only have RGB ones. Like I say, Theory didn't do the RGB one. If I had got the next one up, is it the SNV4? It was still cheaper getting it from the factory. £60, £40, something like that. Okay, so enough waffling on. Let's have a look. So we get the hilt. You first get the hilt. There's a little grub screw here. We need to undo the grub screw. You get the supplied Allen key, comes with it. Take the plug out that comes with it. It's just a plain plug. You can buy more decorative plugs online if you want. It comes with the blade with a little protector on the end. We take that off. We put the blade in. Make sure it's all the way down. Tighten the grub screw. Blade. So there's the blade in the hilt. So it's easy to turn it on. Power on. So we press and hold the button. This one's a two button activation or 2-button hilt. I go off the grub screw. So there's grub screws here. Just as you look at the grub screw, to the left of the grub screw is your power on and off. So that will turn the blade on, off. Now I've set my volume quite low on this, reason being because I'm filming. You can turn the volume right up. I will show you a little bit about that in a minute when I show you about the little extra that I talked about at the start of the video, so stay tuned. On this side is your clash button and to change the colours and stuff like that. So we turn the blade upside down. So that's your different colours. There's different fonts, different sounds. You can also clash or blaster. If you press and hold it, it's clash. Let go. Okay, so this is on so you can hear the purr here. I have this set to Bale and Skull. Reason being, it was the same. It doesn't have Shin Hati's sound on here, sound font. So I went with Bale and Skull for this one. You can change them by pressing the button here. There's
the Dark Saber. Traitor! Just a simple wanderer.
Now this is pod racing.
Morgan Elspeth. He's no good to me dead. It's just bad these days.
At last we will have revenge.
Master Yoda.
Darth Sidious.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I'm Cal, and this is BD-1.
sister?
Ahsoka Tano.
Balan's skull.
That's when I leave it on. I leave it on Balance Scroll and we press it, and this is red. But there is other colours that aren't in the colours that I've just shown you that you can do. So I'm going to show you this bit now. Okay, so this is the bit that I was teasing. This can be controlled, even the RGB version, via an app. So I've not seen anyone else explain this. The app isn't the greatest app in the world, but it does control it. I normally have it on my phone. However, as I record on my phone, I can't show you. I can show you using my iPad though. So if I just grab my iPad, so I'll just turn this on. So the app is the Force Park app. So it's used, that'll give you an idea of who the manufacturer of these hilts is. You've just heard it's connected as I loaded it. So this will allow you to control the hilt and the blade and the colour and the sounds and all that via the app. So I'll show you this now. So if we press the power button, as you can see, it goes on. We can also do the lockup, blaster, clash. You can have a smooth colour, which will rotate through the colours in like a rainbow effect all on its own. You can do a step colour, and BGM, which I'm not sure what that one is. I like an orange colour for my Shin Hati. Reason being, that's like the colour she uses in the series Ahsoka. There's all sorts. You can set parameters, twist on and off, push pull, swing on. You can also set the sound fonts. You can do the volume. And you can change the sound effects. And of course, you can power it off. So we'll have a quick look now with the lights off, and I'll show it you again. So that's your clash. Your blaster, and your lockup was before that. Yeah, your lockup. Again, to remove the blade, you undo it again. Take the blade out. Put back in the blade plug as protection. Tighten it back up. And put the protective cover back on your blade. So at the beginning we talked about some questions. Is it worth the price? If you can get it at a price I got it for, 100%, definitely. I would buy it again at that price every day of the week. Delivery was spot on, came here really quick. Customer services I did have to use, but they were 10 out of 10. Can't complain, couldn't have asked for more. Should you have this in your collection? Again, 100%. It's such a beautiful hilt. It's probably one of the better ones. I really like this. It's lovely. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. It's solid. It's really hefty. It's really nice. Should you buy it? Yes, definitely. And I also would say, you know, theories worth looking at. There's plenty of time. I get emails all the time with offers and deals and stuff like that. The buying direct from the factory, you obviously save some money, but you probably sacrifice on that customer service and being able to get hold of someone so quickly. I imagine, like with other things, if you have to go through AliExpress to email the company, you're probably going to be waiting days to hear back before even anything starts. They'll message you in the middle of the night, you won't pick it up to the next day. Any questions back and forth are going to take 2 days at a time to resolve. So this for me is a must-have. It's a definite buy. Look out for offers. I wouldn't necessarily say pay full price. Should you get a better quality one, as in a Profi or something like that, again, it all depends on you and your budget. I could have done, I didn't. I chose the RGB version. I've not got any problems with it. It sits on my shelf as a hilt, and for the odd occasion I charge it up and I can have a play with various colours, sounds, just to show people. To be honest with you, the kids like me to change the fonts and the colours, but other than that, I leave it a reddish orange like it was in the series. I leave it on Bale and Skull sound because it's going to be similar for her, for Shin Hati. And there we go. So for £164, I think it was, delivered, it was a steal. I couldn't have got it any cheaper. Look out for deals. Definitely look out for deals. Buy one, pick one up. The problem is, if you buy this, you have to buy the Bale and Skull. And the Bale and Skull one, if we get it off, the Bale and Skull one, I went with the weathered version, and it's definitely the little bit extra for the weathered version. It is stunning. It's a beautiful shape. It's a beautiful weight. It's perfect. But again, run about the Shin Hati. I'm on about Theory Sabers. So that's going to wrap it up here. If you want to check out more details of how the things work or how the different settings work, give Theory Sabers a look at. I'll put the details below and they'll be in the description, a link to the website. Have a look, definitely check them out, definitely check the Shin Hati out, and looking forward to season 2 of Ahsoka, and let's see where her story unfolds, as well as, well, they've replaced Bale and Skull, haven't they, Stevenson, so let's see where that goes. So from me and mine to you and yours, see you on the next one.